Hi, happy Friday, and welcome to Now, the fun show hosted by me, Curtis P. Today we're kicking the entire show off talking about something that's pretty big coming out next year, and I'm sure you're all gonna really love it. If you're a fan of The Simpsons and you're a fan of Family Guy, well, get ready because they're coming together. Yes, that's right, the Griffins will finally meet the Simpsons. In an episode entitled The Simpson Guy, the Griffin family will be taking a road trip off to Springfield, where they will come face to face with Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and of course, Maggie. The big question being, when is this coming? Well, I already kind of alluded to this in the fall of 2014. I'm very sorry, not this fall. Next fall. So it's something pretty big to look forward to. Of course, Fox is probably going to promote the heck out of this because it's their two top grossing shows actually coming together. And of course, no big coming together like this is complete without a face-off between the two main characters, that of course being Peter and Homer. When you're thinking about this, what could they possibly fight about? Well, how about the big discussion here? Pawtucket or Duff? That is the big question. So of course, check it out on Fox in the next fall, or of course, if you're someone like me, you can obtain it in other ways that are what I would classify as better. From the entertainment space now to the internet space, and an unlikely culprit to all of this sort of news, the huge and ever famous Canadian coffee brand Tim Hortons is not looking so nice anymore. This being because recently they rolled out a brand new free Wi-Fi plan across all of their restaurants, but it comes under one condition. It appears that the website dailyextra.com can't be viewed on their Wi-Fi. Now you're probably wondering, what is dailyextra.com? What do they offer that Tim Hortons might not want people to see? Dailyextra.com hosts a bunch of news and information pertaining to the LGBT community. So as you can be surprised, the gay community in Canada was kind of pissed off. And they have a right to be. In an email from Tim Hortons, they stated, dailyextra.com is not appropriate for all ages viewing in a public environment. They went on to say that they wanted to provide a safe and pleasant experience for customers and a friendly environment. Which is the exact reason, of course, you'd want to block an LGBT-based website, because they're up to no good, and you know it. The reason this all came up is because some readers of the site actually went to a Tim Hortons, logged in, and they're like, why can't we read this site? To which they contacted Daily Extra, to which Daily Extra contacted Tim Hortons. Daily Extra is pointing to the fact that web blocking software may have found keywords on their site that may have thought it was more of like a porn website than a gay information website. So they thought, hey, it's a software mistake, we'll contact Tim's and then they'll take us off the block list. To which, of course, Tim's has said no. Now, if you're a viewer like myself and you're thinking, what other coffee shops can I go to that have free Wi-Fi that don't block anything? Well, of course, Tim Hortons, like I said, blocks the Daily Extra and Queer Click. Second Cup also appears to have blocked the Daily Extra, though after being talked to, they have cleared that off their block list. And Starbucks being the last one, well, they allow you to look at the entire web. They're not going to judge you. They're not going to block anything. They're just like, please put some earphones in if you're looking at something maybe you shouldn't be. From a controversial coffee house to a list that not only changed history, but can now be yours. The famous Schindler List is up for sale on eBay. The one and only Oscar Schindler List that was used to safeguard the lives of over 1,000 Jewish people during World War II. It is currently on sale right now for a starting price of $3 million on eBay. Of course, it will go away to the highest bidder. At the current time of recording this, no bidders have yet to place their bid. But of course, the auction does end in 9 days, so there's plenty of time for you to like get all your money together and then put a bid in. If you're wondering, is this a legit copy of the list? Well, it is actually being sold by a Californian collector, Gary Zimmett and Eric Gazin. When asked, why would you sell this on eBay? They simply stated, there are billionaires using the site, wealthy celebrities. So there you go, because everyday people and the wealthy, we all use eBay together. So if you have $3 million just laying around, hey, why not buy a piece of history? And the last story of the day is a big story here, though it's something we've heard multiple times before. The woolly mammoth will walk again soon. Probably. Today in Japan, Yuka, a mummified woolly mammoth, went on display for the first time ever. It was found 3 years ago, frozen in the Siberian permafrost. The great thing about Yuka is it's mummified, meaning that everything is kept intact. It was like frozen at the age of like 6 or 11 when it died, and it stayed intact like that since now, which is pretty freaking amazing and allows for really cool scientific discoveries to be made because of it. So although it was frozen for a millennia, a team was actually able to extract flowing blood from its body. This is because the mammoth's blood may actually contain like a naturally occurring antifreeze, meaning it would never freeze to a solid. So now that we have flowing blood from a real mammoth, South Korean scientists have actually signed a deal giving them the rights to attempt to clone this mammoth, which of course would be huge, meaning for the very first time since like millions of years ago, a mammoth could live on Earth. Which for the scientific community, that's gotta be pretty cool. Even for a normal person like myself, I'm like, it's a mammoth! Though there is serious doubt within the scientific community about the ability for South Korean scientists to actually reconstruct the proper genome from such old material. So it is something really interesting to continue to follow, because sometime in the near future, like a couple years, maybe baby mammoths, big mammoths, you just go to the zoo and you're like, oh look, it's a mammoth. I never remember growing up with those, but thank you, science. All right, so thinking back to the big topic of the day, what 2 shows would you like to see come together for an episode in the future? You can let me know in the comment section down below. You can also let me know on the show's Facebook page, Twitter account, or through Google+. Links to all that and the other topics I talked about in today's episode in the description down below. Down there. Tons of stuff, awesome stuff. Also, there's annotation on the screen, which are freaking amazing. And if you enjoyed today's episode, why not hit that like button, subscribe, maybe even share the show with your friends. Until Monday, I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now. Tiger. Tiger! It's like my superpower.